Metaphorical, like they're arguing something, I don't know.
Tell them, Andrea. Mom's eyes welled up. Paul was born a few weeks early. Came out so fast we didn't even have time to pack up for the hospital, and when he did, he wasn't right. I can't even describe it. It's something you'd have to see to understand. Paul looks fine to me, I said. Because he wants you to see him like that. Mom rubbed the back of her neck. He can do that. Within minutes, he looked like every newborn baby boy. I would have blamed it all on the pain and hysteria if your dad hadn't seen it too. And sometimes he looks like...
Hey, what? They're sleeping, boys? I don't know, bro.
It was only me in the room.
Nothing.
Paige and I probably looked equally confused. Mom, you're not making any sense, she said. I know. Mom nodded before she looked at me. The scar on your stomach, Parker. Shaped like a triangle. Is it still there? I hauled my shirt up to show it off. It had faded over the years, but it was still visible. From the time I fell, I said, that's not how you got it. Mom shook. For the first time in weeks, I stopped being angry at her and was now genuinely worried. Paul was... He was mostly like any other child until you two came along. He was a good boy. But he changed. He changed, and I was afraid, terrified to leave him alone with you. The one time I did. God, I can't. Mom broke down in tears, burying her face in her hands. Dad finally interjected. He was acting up beforehand, but your mom was taking a nap in the room over. I came home from work early and I found Paul in your room. He was lying there, eyes glazed over, and he had his mouth on you. I nearly threw up. What? I had to have him repeat it. I thought he was just being a sicko, and I ripped him off, but it... Parker, you were bleeding real bad. Dad shook his head. You only started crying when his teeth were out of you. I looked at the scar again. My head was swimming. I couldn't breathe.
Yep, I'm stupid ass, bro.
I asked.
Like, I'm not bringing any villagers, bro. What the hell, boy? Never mind. How many jobless villagers are there?
With pure rage.
Wait.
I nearly lost it. He wasn't even sorry, Parker. He was just mad I interrupted his snack. Paige looked so white, she looked ready to faint. That doesn't look like a bite mark, he managed to get out. He bit him with his real mouth. My dad managed to get himself back under control after a deep breath. What you've all been seeing is not really Paul. He's not human because his father wasn't. I couldn't let him be in this house anymore. I began doing research and I found someone. I thought you shipped him off to a friend. Not exactly. Ed finally looked a little ashamed. I found out more about Paul and what he could be, and I found someone who could handle him, teach him to get his hunger under control. But Paul ran away from them after a few months. We'd already moved, but I didn't sleep through the night for years because I was afraid he'd be back to finish what he started. I leaned forward, trying to wrap my head around this. How is he not human? I shook my head. This can't be real. It is real. My mom sat back up, wiping away some of her tears. I never wanted to give Paul up, but he would have killed one or both of you. We didn't have a choice. After the room stopped swimming, I got up.
Are you jobless or something? I don't know.
I went into my room and I laid in bed for hours just staring at the ceiling.
You're
I had
jobless.
to do, but I had
You're
to
jobful.
sleep.
You're jobful. You're
Everyone else
jobful.
was asleep, even Paige.
Fuck,
She was
man.
part of this. I had to do this on my own.
And your job. Fuck this game.
My alarm read 12:13 when I finally got up. If my parents heard me start the car, they would have been out of bed before I was zipping down the road towards Paul's apartment. I probably broke the speed limit, but I didn't want to wait. If my parents were telling a lie, I needed to let Paul know they'd lost their frickin' minds. Paul's apartment lights were on, and by then I knew where he kept the spare key, so I let myself inside. It was quiet, but I figured that he'd just drifted off to sleep on the couch while binging Netflix. He wasn't on the couch, though. I walked through the apartment, trying to hear him snoring or something. As I pressed further into the apartment, I didn't hear snoring. I heard this wet, squishy sound like someone was wading through knee-deep molasses. It only got louder as I headed for the spare bedroom. We used it for storage, they told us. So I never bothered to check it out. The door was cracked just an inch, despite my better instincts. I pushed it open. God, what I saw, I still can't believe, even though it's been years then. I can't believe it. I barely recognized the two corpses hanging by their ankles from the ceiling. Both were stripped of their clothes, completely drained of blood, and their torsos ripped open. Their bodies empty, except for some bits of flesh and bone. The third body was still twitching a bit, still had some color in the face, but still took a second for me to place him as Evan. I'd never seen Evan so blank. There was nothing going on behind those empty eyes, and the thing next to him...
Fuck, man.
I don't even want to describe it. It was humanoid.
Come on.
Clearly so.
Yes,
It had
indeed.
2 legs, but only 1 arm. Its gut stretched out so far it looked ready to topple over. The skin was baggy and all mottled blue and green, and its arm was shrunken, curled in towards its body like a claw. Its head was pressed up against Evan's gut.
Okay,
Teeth
it's not
sank
working.
into his skin as it continued to suck blood and then whatever else fluids it could get. I saw its sharp tongue stab into his gut, and Evan gasped
No!
before his eyes rolled back and
Mhm.
shut. His body caved in like the monster was draining a Capri Sun, liquefied guts spilling at the creature's mouth, and even some dripping down its chin. It finally pulled off what Evan was hollowed out. It turned in my direction. His triangular mouth filled with rows and rows of spines that never seemed to end. Its tiny eyes blinked. So did I. And then there was Paul, standing in front of me, looking entirely normal except for being soaked head to toe in blood. Parker, he said, so soft, sounding so surprised. It jerked me out of my shock. I slammed the door and ran for it.
No, please.
The back of my
Please
shirt
come here.
was grabbed, sending
No,
me
please,
flying
man,
onto
no,
my
please.
ass.
No, it's hard to control the boat, man. It's hard to control a boat.
I looked up, expecting
Yeah,
to
I
see
can't
that
do
thing
shit, man.
instead of my brother, but it was Paul, out of breath, looking like a genuine serial killer. Christ.
No, oh my god, board.
Had a meal?
No, bro. I didn't actually just
I wanted to
jump.
make
Bro.
sure I could
Come on.
that he didn't have
No.
to hurt me, but I
No,
didn't have to say
come here. Oh, why did I jump? Okay, this thing coming out. No. Fuck this game, man.
I flinched, something he didn't miss, judging by the hurt in his eyes.
What the hell, boy?
But then,
Okay, thanks.
it's just so
Okay, we got it.
explain.
We got it, boys.
I just didn't know where to start. I just wanted to say sorry for what I almost did to you as a kid, so I figured, why not give you something? Something to show I didn't want to hurt you. I swallowed, telling my legs to crawl backward and away from this blood-soaked maniac. But I couldn't move. I was frozen. Where are you? I asked. My father's child. A son of Bella. Paul shook his head, tears welling up in his eyes that looked just like mine. I'm so sorry, Parker. Back then I was so hungry all the time, and I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't. And those dickwads in there, the world's better with a few bullies gone from it. And this way, I won't lash out at someone else. Someone like you and Paige. I shook my head. You killed them. I glanced at that room where the 3 classmates were still hanging on meat in the freezer. You just killed them. I did. Paul nodded. I think I saw what my father saw so many years ago. Apathy for human life. I did, and I did it for you. I finally ran. I finally got my stupid legs moving, and I fled that apartment, and Paul didn't try to stop me. When I got home, my parents were waiting for me on the front porch. I hadn't brought my cell phone. It's stupid, I know. They thought that I'd gotten myself killed. I just hid in my room. I didn't tell them I was sorry. They were right all along. I didn't think I needed to. Since then, my parents have divorced. don't see each other, except at school or during holidays, when we sneak away from our respective guardians. It's rough, and we get by. I've never told her entirely what I saw that night. Only that our
Don't
parents
tell me my fucking guy kills me, bro. I don't know.
away from Paul. I sold the car. Paige gave away the laptop. One by one, we got rid of his gift. Paul's just gone. After Evan and two of his friends were reported missing, his apartment was vacated. He left without a word or goodbye. The bodies were never found. I don't know if Paul just ate the rest or
Are you gonna kill me?
dumped them somewhere where they can't.
Are you gonna kill me, boy? Are you gonna kill me?
From that night,
No, you're not gonna kill me. Alright, fine, alright.
never ending.
Yeah, see here. You're gonna kill me or not?
The image of
You're gonna kill me or not?
Evan just
I don't know.
letting Paul
Thank God.
drain the life out of him without a fight flash before him. And needless to say, I'm a bit of an insomniac. Why has this all come up now? Well, because I got a welcome letter for a job I never applied for. Alongside the letter is that picture we took at Six Flags. But the words "I'm waiting for you" written on the back wasn't signed, but I have a feeling who applied me for and who's the one waiting there, so I'll be accepting the position. Next summer, it looks like I'm going to be a counselor. Camp Golden Oak. It was Nora who told us about the secret beach. She had heard about it from a bartender when she'd been up late at the resort bar. And once she mentioned it to the rest of us, we all knew we had to go and see it for ourselves. The directions the bartender had given her were great. But according to them, the beach was a couple miles away. According to them, it was a cove, just off the beaten path. They said the water was crystal clear there. Fish liked it because there was never any people around. Supposedly, it was a great place for snorkeling amongst the untouched natural beauty of Mexico. And that was all we needed to hear to sell us on. Mexico was meant to be a retreat, a temporary escape from the world, so we could recharge and come back refreshed. It was the first time I'd ever left Canada, and it was supposed to be magical. We were going to have the time of our lives. For the most part. We had. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, but Katarina and Nora didn't want to go without me. So they paid for almost everything. My plane ticket, my stay at the resort, and some of the activities we did together. I couldn't put into words just how grateful I was for what they'd done. Nora's always been a kind soul. And although Katarina can have a bit of a temper, she's still one of the most generous people I know. Still, they went above and beyond for me, and I made an effort to get out of my shell more for their sake. I couldn't pretend as if I didn't enjoy myself either. By far, I'd say I had more fun in Mexico than I ever had in my entire life. I was determined to relish every single moment of that trip. We headed for the second beach, close to sunset. We had a busy day before then, having left the resort to drive around Cancun. The secret beach was our plan for dinner. We picked up the supplies there to grill some burgers on the beach, brought our snorkeling gear and bathing suits. We'd been talking about doing a bonfire too, if we could. I mean, after all, it was going to be there to stop us. We parked the car in a nearby walking trail we knew ran close to the beach. The beach itself was down a slight incline, a bit off the beaten path, but it wasn't that hard to get to. I did remember seeing a sign that I'm pretty sure read "No swimming." We figured that was just because there was no lifeguard. I mean, why would there be? Between the six of us, it didn't take long to get all of our things down to the beach and get set up. The water was crystal clear, as promised, and the pinkish horizon rising above the ocean was a breathtaking sight to see. It's an image that I never will forget. Nora had gone off to change into her swimsuit almost as soon as we'd set everything up. She looked absolutely gorgeous in the twilight. She was already beautiful enough so that I caught myself envying her look more than once. Her long, platinum blonde hair was cast out behind her in the wind, and her black one-piece swimsuit accented every part of her perfectly. I remember watching her sit down on the beach and smile into the sunset, taking in the sight as if They were made just for her. Another one of our friends, Izzy, sat nearby, almost oblivious to her. His eyes were also trained on the horizon, and he furiously scribbled in his sketchbook in a desperate attempt to immortalize this moment forever. But I suppose that was typical of him. Izzy had probably spent more time sketching Mexico than he had actually enjoyed.
Blast
it.
protection,
Although
blast
this time,
protection,
nobody
Aquafy,
really cared to
blast
stop him.
protection, blast protection. I
Behind
think
me, Katerina and
projectile.
Joseph set up the grill for later. Or, more accurately,
Jesus.
Joseph set it up and Katerina supervised. She's always been what some people might describe as
Unbreaking.
the mom friend. She was never
Okay, I
aggressive,
need the
but
unbreaking,
she was
bro. I don't know.
sometimes.
Unbreaking.
I'll admit, it was a bit funny watching her and Joseph bicker like an old married couple. As for Joseph himself, what can I say about him? He was smart, kind, handsome, funny. Some small, childish part of me actually envied the fact that it was Katerina talking to him and not me. From the corner of my eye, I caught Nora grinning at him as I stared at him. She didn't need to say a word. She never did. Instead, she just scooted over to me and playfully fanned me with her sun hat. What are you doing? I asked. Cooling you down. You look like you got the hots, she teased. Oh, enough. You know, the longing gazes are cute and all, but you know you can always just talk to him, right? Hey, Joseph, want to grab drinks sometime? Why, yes, spending time with you would be so lovely. She was nice enough to keep her voice low, but I swatted her away anyway. She just giggled. Don't be mean. I'm just teasing. But seriously, talk to him. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Maybe later, okay? Later. Sure. She knew I was full of it and gave me a playful nudge. You don't have to gossip, but take a look over Izzy's way. She tilted her head in his direction. Sure enough, I noticed that someone else had joined Izzy and was looking over his shoulder as he sketched. I know he wasn't someone I knew super well. She was closer with Nora and Katerina than she was with me, although she had a boldness to her that I couldn't help but admire.
Unbreaking one, guys. We got unbreaking one.
Earlier that day,
Probably, I don't know.
with a bright
Jeez.
orange floral shirt,
Oh shit,
and
I
she
need
pulled
some
off the
chicken.
look wonderfully. Her wavy dark hair had streaks of colorful dye in it. She wore an ever-present smile that was almost impossible to resist. Some days I really wished I had her confidence. I had a feeling she was going to shoot her shot today, Nora said. Looks to me like it's going well for her. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, we are on a nice romantic beach with nobody around, so... Okay. Maybe I'll talk to him later. A wry smile crossed Nora's lips. Well, if you're gonna sit here, you wanna hear a joke? Oh God, I knew where this was going. No. Okay, so this family of four walks into a talent agent's office and says, "We've got an act you're going to love." Stop it. So the talent agent says, "I don't do family acts. They're too cutesy." But the family is really cute and wholesome, and the dad's kind of begging him, so he decides to give it a shot. Nora, hold on. So the mom takes out some glasses and lays them in front of the kids, and the kids take out spoons and start playing a cute little song, and the dad hums and drums a little beat, and mom does backing vocals, and then the daughter starts to sing, and it's a really pretty song. She's got this beautiful voice like a classically trained singer. Stop! Then the mom and dad start to dance, and the son and daughter serenade them. It's really entertaining, it's entrancing. The agent just looks on in awe, and the son switches instruments to the violin, adding more depth to the song, and at the end, the agent is in tears. So he says, "That's beautiful. What do you call it?" And the mom and dad smile and proudly say, All right, I'm going." I got up to escape her dumb joke and change into my swimsuit. "We call it the motherfucking shitfest serenade for..." Nora called out after me with a shit-eating grin, and I just groaned before going over to Joseph. He looked over when Nora called out her so proud punchline after me and managed a sheepish smile.
Yeah, I got smite.
See, did that joke.
Dog shit, man. It's dog shit, man.
Tamer than usual, I replied.
Probably adds sharpness.
How's the grill coming? I don't know. Katerina?
Damn.
You're in my light, she replied with a full frustration. I think we're good, though. There's enough ice in the cooler to keep the meat good for another few hours, too, so we can relax for a bit before we eat. Nice. Well, we've still got some daylight, so who's up for a swim? As he spoke, he pulled off his shirt, and I may or may not have caught myself blushing a little. Hey, Kat, you in? Yeah, Give me a sec, Katerina said. You two go on ahead. I caught her giving me a not-so-subtle wink. I thought Joseph didn't notice it. All right, come on. He got the snorkel mask off the stand and tossed it to me before grabbing one for himself. It was an invitation I couldn't really say no to. I was wearing my bathing suit under my clothes, and I showed them along the beach as I followed Joseph into the water. The temperature was nothing short of perfect. I looked back to see Katerina picking up clothes off
Yeah,
the
sometimes
sand.
enchant doesn't even work, bro.
Before going to sit down beside Nora, Penelope and Izzy were still whispering to each other and looking down at the
Okay.
sketchbook. For a moment, everything seemed nothing short of perfect. Joseph and I were out there in the water for a good hour or so. The bartender had been right. You didn't need to swim out far to see the colorful schools of fish swimming along the untouched reef. In the pinkish light from the setting sun, the world beneath the waves was cast into a beautiful golden glow. The fish kept their distance from us as they went about their business. Almost
Oh
every
yeah.
swam above.
Alright.
I stayed by Joseph's side the entire time, only
I do have
seriously
to go.
marveling at the sights below us. I caught Katerina and Nora swimming nearby as well, deliberately keeping their distance from us. I knew their game, and honestly, I kind of appreciated it. I even saw Penelope out with us, although Izzy stayed on the beach, his nose constantly in a sketchbook. The sky grew darker and darker until it faded into the bluish color that preceded nightfall. Looking at the shore again, I noticed that Katerina and Penelope had made their way back to the shore and were standing over the grill. I didn't see a trace of Izzy, and I figured he probably just decided to see what the water was like before it got too dark to swim. I could see Penelope in the water nearby, but not him. I didn't think you had one.
Okay, boy.
Guys, burgers are on! I heard Katerina call.
Okay.
For me, Joseph raised his head out of the water and lifted his mask off. He glanced back at the horizon almost reluctantly before looking back at me. Come on, we should go. I'm getting kind of hungry. He admitted.
Yeah, my iron shit then. Look at this, bro. Boom. Rocks protection, unbreaking, unbreaking, and unbreaking, yes. My pants is awesome, boys.
She raised a hand to wave at me. You coming?
Man, I just wasted my enough for no damn reason, bro.
It's relaxing, she said. Go
Yeah.
ahead, I'll be right behind you.
We can get more experience, but actually ability villagers. Like,
I splashed water on her
something
face and she
good, right?
squirmed before splashing me back. Fine, fine. Hold your fucking horses, why don't you? She kicked her legs and started back towards the beach. I could see Katerina standing over the smoking grill, although I didn't see any signs of Penelope. I swam for the shore, following Nora back. I had to admit, all that swimming had worked up a bit
Nora
of an appetite.
fucking Zane,
By
bro.
the time I made it back to shore, Katerina had
Indeed.
noticed Penelope's
And,
absence and stepped away from the grill to call for her and Izzy. What's wrong? I asked Joseph as Nora and I
Who
got out of
is
the water.
fucking is? Can you please
Penelope
add the
took off.
motherfucking ghost?
Jesus, they couldn't wait until after
No.
we ate, Nora asked.
Okay,
We
this
probably
guy right
just
here.
dipped
Right.
out for a bit of one-on-one time. Like before we eat? I asked. Maybe that was something Penelope might do, but Izzy? Not by a long shot. They can't be far, Katerina said. Now can you guys just help me look? Joseph, can you keep an eye on the food? Yeah, sure thing, he said before going to check on the grill. Nora frowned before stepping away from me. Izzy! She called.
Oh my god.
Get your asses out here! She wandered a little further down the beach, calling out for them as she did. A weak sense of unease began to churn in my stomach. I was used to the anxious feeling. I felt it so many times before. Usually, it was that illogical fear of the worst possible situation that went away as soon as everything turned out alright. It always did. But while I was there, it was hell. Izzy! Penelope! I heard Katerina call. Come on, guys!
Alright.
Beach in the next direction.
I slept with.
Watching
I
the
hate my
sand
laugh, man.
footprints.
Okay.
Impossible to tell which footprints belonged to who in the rapidly approaching night. The moon had risen to shine over the glimmering surface of the water like a midnight sun. It was the only light save for the glow from the grill. Izzy!
And the filter was this filter.
Katerina's last call was cut off abruptly.
Alright, this is useful, guys. Like, I have the most useful
I
thing
turned around
here.
to see Joseph and Nora both
Alright,
staring in the
and
direction
then
where
trade
she was
here.
standing just a moment before.
Beetroots. And you're poor. Whatever.
There was nothing.
Trying
Just a
to
small
not have it.
cloud of disturbed
It's not working, bro. Like, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
Cat?
He's not
Nora asked.
working.
There was no answer. Joseph stared at the settling sand, ignoring the burgers
Did you
as
take
they
it?
burned. Cat? Nora asked again, but she didn't move a muscle.
Hey, good trade, bro. Good chip.
What happened to her? I asked.
What about you?
I don't know. Joseph, did you see anything?
Potatoes and
I just
beetroot.
heard her scream and... Jesus, did something grab her? Nora didn't reply. She just stared at the patch of sand where Katerina had probably been standing. I couldn't see her face, but I knew she was putting things together. Kate? Joe, we need to get off the beach. What about Kat? What about Izzy and Penelope? Joseph asked. I said off the beach, now, move! None of us moved. Instead, we just watched the sand beneath our feet. I could see Nora scanning the area around her, looking for something, anything out of place. I got myself doing the exact same thing. I could see our previous footprints in the sand. And I could see where Izzy had been sitting before. And now that I was looking, I could see where he'd stood up,
A librarian. Dang.
where his footprints had
I got my stuff here, don't I?
The sand looked a little disturbed there, nothing too obvious, nothing that any of us would have looked for, but it was...
Okay, I need 2 villagers. Like, I don't know. 2
Guys,
villagers.
I called out to the others, let's just retrace our steps, alright? Step where we've already stepped.
Alright.
Maybe that's safe.
I might do it in the future, right? Like, I am so confused how to breed
She
villagers.
treaded lightly, following her own footsteps back and getting
So
closer
confused.
and closer. She moved slowly, but at least she made progress as she made it back to the grill. The burgers were burning.
Oh,
and the
goddamn.
smoke filled the air. Joseph watched her intently as she closed the distance between him and then looked at me. Kate, just stay where you are, she said. All right, we'll come to you. Let's travel together. What if something grabs one of us? Like it grabbed Kat? Joseph demanded. What if it grabs all of us? Well, what do you want to do? Scatter and get grabbed? Nora snapped. Just hold your fucking horses and walk to Kate. I could see Joseph considering arguing, but he kept his mouth shut. He went first with Nora right behind him, retracing our steps back towards the incline used to get down the beach. Joseph kept glancing at the tree line, gauging the distance between him and it. It's just a few steps away, I heard him say. Come on, we can make it. Joseph, don't, Nora warned. Just stay on the path. It's right there. Come on. We can make it. Kate, head for the incline. We'll meet you up there. Joseph, don't. I can make it. It's right there. Joseph, no. He wasn't listening. I understand. He was scared. We were all scared. He wanted off the beach just as much as any of us. He was just impatient. Nora grabbed him and stopped him from making a dash towards the tree line. Maybe he would have had an easier time getting up that way than he would have if we'd gone back the way we came. I mean, maybe. Although he never lived to find out. The sand he was right seemed to shift. I know that Joseph saw it and he stumbled over as he tried to evade it. I saw a pair of spider-like segmented legs emerge from the sand as something smooth and solid lifted itself out of the beach. A crushing claw shot outwards, closing around Joseph faster than he could react. He barely had time to scream before he was violently dragged under whatever had surfaced beside
Is it
him.
smite for... Alright.
In the blink of an eye, he was gone.
Yeah.
A small cloud
I'm
set
confused
ahead.
here, boys. What the I do, boy?
But it set
I just one, I don't know.
leaving
Just
nothing
one.
but a trail of footprints in the sand to indicate that Joseph had ever been there. I could see Nora watching in wide-eyed horror, frozen and unable to move. I could see her body trembling in fear. I half expected her to start running too, but no.
Kill the sinner.
When she next moved,
Shut
it
up.
was slow and deliberate as before. I could hear her.
Alright, I got my unbreaking, my unbreaking, and my unbreaking, and yeah. Protection, baby.
She crashed in
Full
my
protection,
arms, hugging me
baby.
close.
Look at this. I have protection on. Yeah. That deals 2 damage. I don't know. I have protection. Look.
It's gonna be okay. We'll just.
Damn it.
We're almost home. I held him by the hand, trying to hold back my own tears. In the moonlight, it was hard to see the path we'd come in by. But we took it slow.
Okay. Okay here.
I never thought we'd reach
Yeah,
the
we have some chests right there. I don't know.
back off the beach, but somehow we did. I made Nora Mariko first, pushing up to what we hoped was safety. She reached a hand down to pull me up after that, and after that, we couldn't have gotten to the car fast enough. We left the keys down by the beach. I don't know what happened to them or if anyone got them back. Instead, we spent most of the night
Henry,
on the side of the road, hoping
you're not going, buddy.
a passing car might pick us up. And I considered us lucky. But when one did the next morning, it was another tourist like us. It was nice enough to try and help.
Technoblade. Come here.
We spoke to the police. As far as I know, they did nothing. Our friend's deaths were labeled as mysterious disappearances, and neither me nor Nora have known exactly what to say.
You, what the fuck? You have 2 cows.
Fought it. What's the point?
Whatever.
What exactly could
I almost
we
killed you,
tell
buddy.
Families of Izzy, Penelope, Caitlin, and Joseph, would they ever believe the truth if we told them? So I suppose that mysterious disappearance have to suffice, but I can't go through life without telling the truth somewhere at least once.
Any cows right here?
I miss my friends. I miss them every day. I know that Nora misses them too. I wish they were still here. I wish we'd never found that stupid beach. But you can't change the past. And I know I should consider myself lucky that I didn't meet the same fate as they did.
Any cows? Okay, I fucked up all my cows. Right? It always comes back here. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I have 2 cows left, bro. I have 2 cows left. Holy shit. Damn it. I have 2 cows left, bro.
It started because I was doing a fluff piece on
That's
the
my
new
cows.
wing opening at the Habitsville Hospital.
Here, come here.
The hospital's a busy place, and the nurse who
It's my
was showing me
cowboy.
around the new area was quickly
I
pulling
have 2
away
cows
to
left.
more important matters.
Holy shit.
I was left to wander.
I do have a lot of
With
sheep
notebook in
population,
hand,
so
jotting down details about
yes, yeah, these motherfucker cows are still a bitch. Yeah. I'm not gonna kill you because I don't know. Okay, let's do
familiar
a.
titter of low voices talking quickly and quietly. The distinct sounds of little-known and scandalous information being shared. Being the investigative reporter that I am, my ears pricked at the prospect of a story. The speakers were 2 doctors.
Alright, I think my dog is here. Yeah, my dog is home.
They were both holding clipboards in their hands with
The dogs
papers
are
full of numbers
here.
that don't have the education to understand. I just don't know what's happening, one said. The other looked down at the chart. Unexplained paralysis, blood stoppages in the appendages,
Alright.
renal failure, heart failure.
This is farming time, boy.
Never seen anything
Farming
like
time.
this.
Alright, we gotta farm.
They had us all pause.
We gotta kill
Then
those
the first
sheep.
doctor spoke.
We probably eat them, right?
What are we telling the families?
Well,
The other side. Just say we're doing everything we can. Then she straightened up and cleared her throat. I'm gonna go check on them. See if there's any more tests we can run. The 2 split ways. The other doctor moving in the opposite direction, but the other walking towards me. I quickly averted my eyes, so she didn't suspect my eavesdropping. But when she moved past me, I turned to follow her. She moved fast, like all the doctors I'd seen on those cheesy medical dramas. I kept up walking at a safe distance behind until she reached her destination, the farthest collection of hospital rooms within the new East Wing. There was a large desk in the center of the semicircle, but no one was sitting at it. In fact, there seemed to be no other employees in the vicinity at all. So I stopped.
this is my dog attacker, right? This is my dog attacker. Right, he attacks dogs. Very nice.
Same as all the others in the new
Like,
section
this is
of
my
the hospital.
exploration dog, I guess, from now.
Then as the sound of the doctor's feet grew distant and
Are
disappeared,
you trying?
I took my first tentative steps forward. And I saw them. Every room had knocked. The doctor had said
Go,
she
go,
was
go, go,
checking
go.
on them.
Go.
So I could
Go,
only
kill
assume
it.
that she'd stopped in
Don't be
one
stupid,
room.
bruh.
The awkwardness
Man, you
of the
outsmart,
cough was
bro.
tempting me to turn back, but there was something else, something
Come on.
stronger that made me stay.
Come on.
As I peeked into each room, I could see them. Citizens of Habitsville, laying in hospital beds, completely still. No, not just still, no. It was as though they were frozen. An old woman, a middle-aged man, and a little girl. I watched each of them for a minute at a time, and none of them so much as blinked. Their faces were gaunt, fixed in a permanent look of vacancy. I could hear a strange sound.
Nah, man. You guys are smart, bro. Oh, yeah, fuck, man.
It took me a moment to realize what it was.
Come here.
The strenuous sound of someone trying to breathe without their chest rising and falling. I leaned into one of the last rooms in the semicircle and immediately pulled back. The doctor was in there, adjusting the medical equipment around the bed of a woman. I didn't think she saw me, but immediately cursed myself when I heard her speak. Hello?
I told you my other dog is a good attacker, man. He's a great attacker, man. He attacks so much.
I'm
just repopulate some sheep, I don't know. Repopulate some sheep.
She asked, motioning to the woman
Yes,
who was lying
indeed. Are
in
you
bed.
hungry? Are you
I
hungry?
hesitated. Yes. I haven't seen you around, but she had said that she had a nephew. Both looked
Nice.
at the woman, ashen and frozen in the bed. I mean, when she could still...
Okay. Okay.
The doctor said awkwardly, then trailed off.
Come here, doggy.
She looked at me and gave me a tired smile. I'll give you 2 a minute alone. And then she left.
Is it Smite do anything? I don't know. Like one-shot zombies
I
right
looked
now?
out the door to see the doctor make her way out to the large desk in the center of the area.
1, 2.
It would be incredibly
1,
suspicious
2.
if I immediately
Yes,
walked
indeed.
back out
One-shot
of the hospital
zombies.
room, so I supposed
Alright.
I was indeed going to have a moment alone with Michelle. She was different than the others. And she was dressed in the same drab hospital gown. Her blonde hair sat flat and lifeless against her head, and her face had that same frozen, vacant expression.
Come here.
I
Come here, boy.
saw something that made my heart
Come here, boy.
jump in my chest.
There. You gotta repopulate, alright? Because I am out of cows this point. Bro. I just wasted all my cows.
Michelle was
Damn.
staring at me intently.
Alright, let's repopulate some
Insensitive
people.
to be scared, but my hands grew slick
Let's
with sweat.
repopulate, bro. Let's repopulate. But I don't know.
It was like looking into the eyes of a deer that had just been hit by a car. I said nervously, but of course she didn't answer.
And my cows always go here,
Her
but I
eyes
don't
were
know.
flickering, moving from needing
Yeah,
mine
I have
to
one
seeking
cow
the
now.
right.
I have 2 cows, man. I don't know.
What is it? I asked, knowing that it was useless. Her lips were glued shut like the others, though her chest still rose for each breath with obvious effort. And then I saw her hand. Her arms were stuck at her side, but I could see the tiniest bit of movement in her fingertips. It was motioning clumsily somewhere on the other side of the bed. Cautiously, with another quick glance out of the room to make sure the doctor was still at the desk.
I think it's a small space. I don't know why the fuck.
My anxiety waned slightly as I saw it was something completely ordinary. Her handbag. You need your purse? I asked slightly. Slightly embarrassed at my nervousness.
Alright, let's have some
Brought it over
fun.
to her. Her hand moved faster in a
We have a
beckoning
quest. Alright,
motion. You want me to get you something out
we
of
got a
it?
quest.
She blinked more rapidly and moved her hand faster, which I took as
I got a
yes.
quest.
I
Alright.
opened the purse. Inside was all the normal things. You need your wallet? She didn't blink. Lipstick? Again, no blink.
Man, Henry, brah. Henry,
Nothing.
what are you doing?
There was a keychain attached to a small picture of
Man,
Michelle, looking much healthier and a grinning little girl. Still, this elicited no response. Then I saw it. It was
I
a
got a
small
repopulated pigs,
vial
man. I
with
don't
a
know.
test tube. I thought it might be some kind of
Alright,
medication.
so
and I
I'm
considered
doing
calling
my
the doctor or the nurse.
repopulations.
And then I saw the label. It was a plain piece of masking tape stuck to the glass on the outside. In large block letters drawn on with a shaky hand as a single unexpected word.
Well, let's repopulate.
Fox breath.
Alright, where is my food source, man? I
Pulled
don't
it out
know.
of her purse and turned it over in my hands. The contents were strange. They looked like dirt. Chalky,
Okay, I have
reddish brown.
zombies.
It fell grain by grain as I turned it. My eyes
And it's
transfixed.
Mariah.
It took me a moment to realize that Michelle was now blinking very fast, faster than she
Nice.
had at any previous time. I tried to hand it to her, and her fingers moved in a circle. In a message I took to mean unscrew the cap. I did so, peering with one eye into the
Where's my
open.
repopulations? I don't know.
I had no idea what this
My
ill-wanted
repopulations?
But as
Yeah, this is
pretend
useful
nephew
actually.
wasn't
Alright,
denying
thank
her.
you.
She twitched her finger more, so I brought the vial close to it. Slowly, painstakingly, her breathing growing more ragged and labored, she stuck her pointer finger into the bottle and curled it. It brought out a small collection of the dust. With great effort, she flipped it onto her palm,
Usefulness.
then went in and did the same thing
Population
again.
pigs.
Now there was a small mountain of the stuff in the center of her hand.
And I'll make your shit right now.
She stopped moving.
indeed.
A low sort of growl coming.
There'll be a
from within her
repopulation,
now
right?
stuck closed
And
mouth.
the weed,
Her arm
there you
bent
go.
with the elbow with a
When I
great
get
amount
used
of
to it,
strength
man,
and pain, she was able to lift her hand to her face. I thought for a moment that she might eat the dust, which would have
I'm
been
gonna eat
bizarre.
the
but
dust.
she froze, catching her breath. Her lungs had begun to make
Okay.
the same whistle sound
Yeah.
the others had, a strange hum that resonated in each hearing. Then, with the smallest movement, she beckoned me closer. I hesitated. Her eyes were watering from the effort it took to move even that small amount, but there was something more within them. It would seem she was unable to move her facial muscles, even her eyebrows.
Yes, we got
There was
another one,
something
boy.
intensely pleading in the way she was looking at me.
Regular dog.
So, unable to
Thank
say
you.
no, I leaned forward.
I think we were probably dogs, man. I don't know.
Still staring at me, her eyeballs
We are
frozen in their
population
sockets.
dogs.
I heard something strange.
Yes.
The whistling of her breathing had changed, growing
Like, I have a lot of these dogs now, man. I don't know.
a great, hollow sound that almost made me back away. Almost. And then, in a sharp, high-pitched gust, she blew air out of her nose as hard as she could, coating my face in the strange dirt in her hand. I immediately fell backward, coughing and sputtering. My mouth tasted of salt and chalk, and my eyes were stinging and clouded. What the... I started to say, but I still didn't want to attract the doctor's suspicion, so I fell silent. I rubbed my eyes, staring at the floor. And once they cleared, I turned back to Michelle to ask her questions that I knew she couldn't answer. But when I looked at the woman in the hospital bed, I found her drastically changed. I blinked, trying to see if the dust had simply messed up my vision.
Alright
No
then.
mistaking it.
Yes, we
The top half
populated
of her face
dogs.
remained as I
We
previously
got
saw it.
shit. I don't
Everything
know.
else was disturbingly
And we got
different.
wood.
From her mouth down, her skin was
I gotta get a craft table outside, but I don't know.
Not like any human skin I'd ever
Crafting
seen.
table outside
The color
here
wasn't the worst
would be
part.
awesome.
The
Alright, then, wow.
texture was what caused me to violently recoil. I could see that her chest and neck had a sort of shine.
This is my attacker wolf.
Glistening on the
So we're gonna
fluorescence, as though the skin was
hunt some shit, man.
perfectly
Okay, we gotta hunt some.
The lower half
We
of
gotta
her
hunt
right
some.
arm
We
was the
gotta
same,
hunt some.
slick
And
and
we gotta hunt
perfect.
some
Bits
mobs.
of it
Like, these are two
smearing on
dogs.
the blanket that covered her lower
Please
half.
stand.
I
Alright,
could
let's go.
only imagine what her legs looked like.
You gotta watch out for water. They're gonna drown. Alright, the fuck,
The
man.
left arm and the lower half of her face were
They gotta drown
different
shit, man.
from the rest. They were lighter in color, lacked the shine. Of course, they seemed incredibly hard and dry. I could see that there was even cracks in her skin around her elbow where she had raised her arm to blow the dust into my face. I backed away slightly. I was going insane, clearly. This woman was insane, or murderous, or mad from illness, and she made me inhale some sort of powdered drug that made me hallucinate. Right? Michelle was still staring at me, her ordinary skin
Nice.
peeking above the rest like a masquerade mask.
We got cows,
Her
boys.
eyes held in line with that same
Oh,
pleading
there's a
expression
creeper
this
over there. I
time.
don't know.
I had no idea what she wanted, what she expected me to do about her plight. And then
Nice.
something
Dude,
worse
this is my
happened.
attacker dog, man. My
Her
attacker
breath
dog
caught
is
her
awesome.
chest and rattled there.
Give me a battle dog.
What's wrong? I asked
Give me
quickly.
a battle dog
Before she
guy.
could answer, as I watched in horror, the skin of her chest
Oh,
changed.
chicken.
Though it was
If you find
glistening
two chickens,
wet
I don't know.
before it began to
Like, I'm fighting two chickens, man. Alright.
dry. Michelle was slightly coughing now, wheezing through her nose.
Dude, I need
Her
two
mouth still
chickens,
stuck
man.
As her chest hardened, she seemed to grow even more in distress, thrashing.
Alright, I
What
see two
little
chickens here.
movement her body would allow. I moved to her bedside, tried to loosen the collar of her gown, but then immediately had to pull my hand back in pain. Her chest, which was growing more and more dried and dusty, had become white hot to the touch. I was panicking now. I'm getting the doctor, I said, then felt a tight pressure on my wrist. Michelle's still moist right hand was gripping tightly on my flesh. This like wet texture of her touch sending a shiver down my spine. Her strange fingertips left marks of reddish brown on my skin. The top half of her face turning now, the color shifting to the same as the dust in the vial, which was still clasped
Oh, wait.
firmly in my hand.
Oh shit. Oh shit, boy. Good thing you have
Her
armor,
eyes
bro. I
traveled
don't
to
know.
it, then back to
Man,
mine. That
boy.
same yearning in her face. I could feel her hand hardening around my wrist and watched as the same happened to the rest of her.
Okay,
chest
there's
and
only one
face.
chicken, bro.
She
I don't know.
wasn't blinking anymore. Her eyes murky with
Oh,
a
if we can't
substance
get
that
more
had become
chickens,
her
we're
body.
in the fuck.
As her grip hardened and dried, I felt another surge of pain. It was growing hot. Same as her chest, it quickly grew past warm to uncomfortable. It actually burning my skin. I tried to yank my arm away as my flesh baked and blistered, but Michelle didn't loosen her fingers. I shut my eyes. I pulled as hard as I could. I tentatively opened them. My heart dropped into my stomach. Michelle had shattered. A pile of dusty bubbles sitting in her hollow hospital gown. I distinctly heard the ringing of flatlining. Left quickly as doctors came rushing in.
Okay, we found... white chickens are so rare, bro. Like, they're so rare as fuck, man. Oh my god. I just wasted my chicken, man. I want a chicken population. I chickens, bro. Dude, my attacker dog is OP, bro. I don't know. My attacker dog, man, he just jump around like sprinting like a player. Holy shit.
I craved the feeling of fresh air after watching Michelle suffocate before she disintegrated. Is the best way I could describe it. I had so many questions. Why couldn't the doctors see what was going on? Creeping with the clay.
Where is the chickens?
Why couldn't I?
Oh my god.
The dust into my eyes. I kept walking, my fist still closed around the fox breath vial. My feet continued.
Don't fuck it, man. I'm not going chickens, man. Fuck this game, man.
Unfamiliar part of Abbotsville. I was one of the many dusty back streets in town. A few buildings boarded up and dark, the streetlights flickering in the coming dust.
Ali, I believe there's a second island
One
there.
step back to turn around and head home.
Let's go. Alright, so unless I find chickens there, I don't know. Let's find some chicken, boys.
It couldn't have just been a coincidence. I stared at it for a moment, making sure I hadn't imagined the faded text on the aged sign.
Alright, we find chickens, so we cannot find chickens. Whatever. I gotta upload this video right now. I don't fucking experience. Oh, we found a chicken. Okay. Okay, boys.
The glass was coated in red dust.
Okay, I'm stupid, bro. What?
I was able to see inside.
Don't scare me like that, Jesus, man.
There was an old man inside. And for a moment I feared he too had the same ailment as the people I'd seen in the hospital. Then I realized his hands were only covered with wet, red clay, and his fingers still moved with...
We got 2 chickens. Holy shit.
I can see his face.
2 chickens, bro. 2 chickens we need. 2 chickens we need. Alright? We need 2 chickens. Hell yeah.
A large square wrapped in cheesecloth.
We're about to...
A bit of wet clay.
Yeah, you can go anyway. Right. Don't suck my D, bruh. You're weird. You're just chickens, man. Okay, whatever. Let's go, boys.
Finished products. And then there were the unpainted, unfinished. A man, an old woman, a little girl. In the sculptor's hand, a paintbrush dipped in food, giving the freshly fired figure in front of him their blonde hair with light unopened. Hey there kids, it's me, Mr. Creepypasta, and before we get started on tonight's story, I just want to tell you about one quick thing. Richard Saxon, the author of tonight's story, has a fantastic new book that's going to be available on Amazon very, very soon. The book is called From the Depths, Terrifying Tales by Richard Saxon, and you can find a link to it in the description down below. And now, on to tonight's story. Ground control, do you read me? The voice closed over the radio. I leaned forward in my chair, studying the signal received from our station in geostationary orbit. As I turned my microphone back on, I briefly admired the fact that the message was coming from over 35,000 kilometers away, from a little metal box hanging in space, as it slowly orbited the Earth. I hear you loud and clear, Holloway. Good to have you back. I responded with an overwhelming...
We got 2 chickens. Mission accomplished, boys.
GSSS. I've been out of contact for the better part of an hour.
We got 2 chickens here. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Alright then. Last time we got chickens, but I fucked it up because there's a small hole there. I don't know why. The chickens could get out my chicken despawns, bro. I don't know.
What happened out there? We lost contact for a moment.
Damn, boy. What the fuck? What happens to my
silence? Each of the scientists had a conversation. I felt relieved, but something about Holloway's voice sounded so urgent, almost scary.
Yeah, 2 chickens here, boys.
We found something. We began. Not exactly sure what, but it's what cut us off. It was lost signal. Found something. Could you be more specific? I can do you one better. I'm uploading the missing footage as we speak.
Okay.
SSS had remained
There's beetroots. I know there's beetroots, and we can trace for beetroots, right? Yeah.
Both to study human endurance in space and to track foreign bodies entering Earth's orbit. Within a few minutes, the missing video and a few photos had been uploaded to the server. While the footage itself mostly showed the inside of the station, the astronauts gathered at one of the few windows. As they tried to figure out what had happened, I was more interested in the pictures. They opened up the first one, displaying it on the control room's main screen. It was pointed outward from the Earth into deep space, filled with a starry sky that one couldn't dream to observe from Earth itself. But in the center of the photo, lingered a black patch of nothingness, as if a part of the picture had failed to receive any sort of light exposure. Holloway, what am I looking at? I held my breath as I waited for a response, but I'd never seen anything quite so empty. Felt like I was
Okay, we got our bows.
That obviously couldn't have been the case, because it would have annihilated the station within a split second. We don't know. Just hung there, approximately 25 meters away from our station as we passed.
Okay, we got beetroots, we got a shit, I don't know, it's a little bit awesome, yeah, whatever. And then, I don't see shit here.
No, we passed it 47 minutes ago.
Oh my god. Come on, wolf dog, is he dead? Oh, you're not dead. You're not dead. Alright, you stay here. You stay here. Right. You're my attacker dog, you're the most important dog over here, bro. Whatever. You're the most important dog over here. The attacker dog. Well, I can use 2 dogs to attack. We got beetroot, we got shit.
Instead, we waited at the office.
Yes, I didn't memorize it. Alright. Okay.
Formed in the back of our minds. Then around the same time the following day, we lost contact with the crew. By then, we already knew what was going on. While it was a worrisome phenomenon, we knew that it wouldn't even last an hour. Sure enough, as the day before,
Okay, we got beetroot.
it was a temporary problem.
I believe we need some.
We have a problem. You copy? The voice called through the radio. At first, I didn't recognize the voice. Holloway was the man in charge of the station, so to speak. But for whatever reason, someone else taken it upon themselves to contact us. This is ground control. Who am I speaking to? I asked. Not able to recognize the voice due to the interference. It's massive. We passed by the hole again. It's bigger. We only missed it by a few meters. Next time we pass it, we'll hit it. All right, Matthews. We have to change the station's altitude immediately, then we need to speak to Holloway. We locked him inside the sleeping quarters. He lost it. Lost it? What happened? He kept staring outside the window as he passed the hole. Then he went unresponsive. By the time we figured out what had happened, he'd already
Oh, I thought you need slime, bruh. I'm so dumb, bruh. Yeah, man.
Can you repair it? That's all I could think to say. I don't think so. Wait. How the hell did Holloway get out? Stop it! The message was cut off abruptly. Matthews, you there? Matthews.
Damn it! Unra! We got unbreaking shit, man.
To regain any contact.
What the
No
fuck,
matter
man?
what we did, the GSSS remained dark. Hours passed. with the station heading for direct collision with a strange cosmic phenomenon. And even if the crew were still alive up there, we had to focus the clue on what happened when they finally crashed.
Enchanted shit.
Day had passed. Most of us
What
were
happened to
up
our
for
cows?
70 hours without sleep.
What happened to my
Someone knocked on
cows?
their desk.
Don't tell me they're there. I hate
Whoever
this
had been
game.
called in. But it wouldn't help.
What happened to my
Exactly
cows?
27 minutes before impact,
Like, motherfucking cows always get here, bro. I don't know why the fuck. Are you here? Mother. I hate this thing. Dude.
The comms were sabotaged after Holloway escaped.
I got one cow, bro. I got one cow left. I got two cows left, bro. How the hell is this? Oh my god.
They didn't leave us any choice.
Dude, my cows are shit, man. What is this?
We spent the past day trying to shift course to no avail. I don't even know.
Okay, my baby cows are here. I don't know why.
The radio up and running
This game.
long enough to send this message. In about 15 minutes, we'll lose contact.
You.
As we get within reach of the hole, then we'll collide. I don't know what'll happen once we do, but I doubt any of us will ever get to see Earth again.
My cows are here, alright? Can you get the fuck out of here, alright? Please.
Turning erratic.
Please, you need elsewhere, bro. I need you. I need you right now, bro. I need your ass right now, alright? Please, bro. Please. Please. Get the fuck out of here.
Melissa Cameron. David Rikers.
Alright, you get out of here, please.
Henry Jenkins.
Move!
We're about to venture into an unknown world. Tell our families we're sorry that we couldn't make it home. Tell them that Kyle Holloway and Gabriel Garcia died as heroes. What happened wasn't their fault. I wish we had more time.
No, fuck it.
Goodbye.
Get out of here, alright? Get out of here, alright? You need to repopulate, alright? You should... My cows always get here, bro. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, alright, baby cow, please. Please, can you come here for a minute?
Slowly expanding across the night sky. While it was too little to be seen.
Technoblade, bro. Technoblade, stop. You stop that. Hey, shh. Stop. Stop it, bro.
We warned the astronauts that would never be mentioned in any kind of news outlet.
Oh, you're grown up now.
Expand the scope of mankind had been secret, so their deaths would go unnoticed by all but those who loved them.
Like, I need you right now, bro. I need you, bro. Alright?
As death finally grips us, we're all too quickly forgotten. Even the heroes. The minds of the most famous stars will eventually be washed away by time itself. The great unknown of the universe. We're all equally expendable. Once we scanned the sky for any trace of debris that might have originated from the station, we finally realized that it hadn't just been destroyed, but swallowed.
Where is my chickens, bro?
It didn't matter
They're
where we
here,
looked,
alright.
what kind of probes
Yeah,
we
one
sent out
chicken.
to search for the dead crew.
I got one motherfucking chicken here.
They were erased.
Okay.
On part of the galaxy.
Okay, my chickens are here. I don't
In
want
the wake of their demise, something more sinister lurked in the back of our minds.
repopulations is your thing, right?
Would it ever reach Earth? First, there was little we could do except observe until a probe could be sent out. A job that, on its own, would take the better part of a year, even with an exceptional amount of funding. Of course, getting money was an easier task when a planet-ending catastrophe would annihilate us within a decade. 6 months we spent observing as the rift was growing exponentially in size. What had started off as a pothole-sized rift had grown as large as a house. We recalculated, estimating that within 5 years, it would expand enough to consume Earth. Then one night, as I was packing up my things, dreaming of a bottle of whiskey, I need to aid me to sleep through another panic night. I got an alert blaring from my computer. It was already late. Waiting a little more than a
Fine, whatever, bro.
and I'd have to stay behind to deal with whatever minor error it probably was. I walked back to my computer, dropping my things. As I realized what had just been detected. It was the GSSS.
Alright, baby cows over here. I don't know why the fuck, man. Whoa! Yo, chill. Are you chill? Are you chill? Hey, yo, chill. Alright?
I grabbed the radio and attempted to make contact.
Alright? Oh my god.
Ground control. Does anyone copy?
Okay. Then I forgot again. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid, man. Motherfucker's creeper in my base. Yeah. So
Is there
dumb.
anyone there?
Shit, man. I don't want fuck, man.
With that, an emergency was declared, calling all available personnel to work.
Creeper is in my base, bro. Look at this shit, man. My creeper is my base. Right now, you gotta blow up my shit.
Everything we could get our hands on before the station hit our
Okay, I'm out of here. Right. I'm out. Alright. I'm out of here.
We were frantically trying to find a way to redirect the station so that it would burn up completely in the atmosphere and not rain down as debris on innocent people. But it was as futile of a task. We still hadn't calculated its exact trajectory. In spite of our best efforts,
I don't wanna restart again, bro. This game.
the station had gone dark.
Okay.
Even with the limited contact that we had, any ability to maneuver
Okay, we need
once
some
there
bows. Like,
had
I
been
know how to
disabled.
craft bows. I have a fucking flincher.
By outside forces or by
I have a
internal
flincher right
sabotage.
now.
All we could do was watch as it disintegrated over the west coast of Mexico, landing 13 miles off the shore in the ocean.
Yeah, did I forgot?
While
Yeah,
it
I
was not
forgot.
an event easily visible by the public, no one knew the nature of the incoming debris. We were happy to see it. We scrambled to send out a crew to pick up what little salvageable junk we could find, hoping to at least find traces of the dead astronauts. And while the salvage teams were on task, we set out to repair.
It's better to make it feet long. I don't know. Just trying to feet long, yeah.
In terms of observation, the GSSS stood unmatched. Every inch of the station was monitored 24 hours a day. With the limited exception of lavatories, we had an eye on the astronauts all the time. Not only with visuals and audio, but the system's functioning. Usually it was a semi-live feed, but in times without contact, the data was quickly downloaded. And we already had everything up until the moment they were swallowed by the hole. After the fact, there was less information. The first few hours of footage remained intact, so the office gathered around to observe it, none daring to speak a word as we got our first looks into what could only be described as a completely new world. A picture came to view, taking place during the last moments of our conversation. "Can you repair it?" I heard myself ask over the radio. Matthews was standing there, his face glued to the various panels used to control the CMGs. "I don't think so. We'll need to..." "Wait, how the hell did Holloway get out? Stop it!" Holloway had managed to break out, pulling the comms apart. Based on the limited view that we could get of him in the footage, he looked emotionless, empty. "Stay the fuck back!" Garcia yelled as he held up a wrench. Floating around in zero gravity made fighting a different kind of challenge, but a proper swing could still significantly injure anyone unfortunate enough to be a recipient. Garcia and Matthews grabbed onto Holloway and brought him back into the sleeping quarters, where they tied him up. And all the while, he never spoke a single word. He just kept staring at the windows. "What happened to you?" Matthews asked with no response. "We gotta fix the comms," Garcia chimed in. Cameron and Riker were already hard at work trying to repair the CMGs, while Jenkins was attempting to piece together what remained of the communication station. "The gyroscopes are more important. If the hole keeps growing, we'll hit it during our next orbit," Matthews says. "Stay with Commander Holloway. I'll check on the others." Matthews exited the sleeping quarters, while Garcia sat with Holloway. "Come on, you have to talk to us. Why did you sabotage the station?" Holloway still refused to respond. He just kept staring out the window. "Did you see something in the hole?" Garcia asked. This time Holloway turned his direction back to Garcia, finally acknowledging that he heard the question. He appeared to be whispering something, but couldn't be heard over the audio channels. What was that? He asked as he bent closer. Holloway then whispered something inaudible to Garcia, who instantly shook back in a shock. Concern, fear, that had been visible on his face only moments before, had been washed away and replaced by a bizarre sense of apathy. He bent down to untie Holloway without speaking a word. The two of them both looked hollowed out, just uniformly working together.
Okay.
Garcia, what did you do? Jenkins asked as he saw the two of them enter the main section. In response, Garcia just grabbed one of the tools Jerkins was using and hit him over the head. Blood poured out from the wound, suspended in the weightless atmosphere in red, small balls. Seeing what was about to happen, Matthews, Riker, and Cameron all pushed themselves towards the two psychotic crew members and did their best to disarm them. The struggle drove them across the ship as Jenkins' blood started.
Okay, I almost died there. Alright. Damn, boy. It's like damage, bro. What are you doing, bro? Jesus Christ.
Garcia was by far the largest of the group, and even in zero gravity, that proved an advantage. But at some point in the fight, Cameron managed to get a kick in, pushing Garcia headfirst into the airlock. Then they pushed Holloway with him and locked it. What the fuck
He's 9
do we
feet
do now?
there.
Riker asked. Cameron was busy attending to the wounded, unconscious Jenkins. His wound was bleeding profusely, but Cameron quickly applied a makeshift bandage to prevent his blood from covering the walls of the station. Come on, stay with me, she yelled. Once he was
Okay, it's not
stable,
enough.
Cameron joined the rest of her crew.
Let me cheat for a bit.
trying
Let me
to
cheat for a
repair the
bit.
control movement gyroscope. While the comms are important, the main priority was getting the station away from the void's orbit before collision. The crew spent the next 20 or so hours trying to repair the hopelessly damaged CMGs. It was a futile task. None of them had known the system as well as Holloway. But with him locked away, there was nothing they could do. Around the 20th hour, a chunk could be heard coming from inside the airlock. Holloway and Garcia had somehow managed to break a hole in the wall, giving them direct access to the airlock's door mechanics. Despite the psychotic state, they were well aware of the station's systems. Holloway, stop it! Matthews called over the station's speaker system. If you damage the airlock, we're all gonna die! The two men didn't care. They were so far gone from their former selves that not even the immediate threat of death seemed to worry them. We have to eject them, Riker said. Kill them? Cameron chimed in. We can't! Despite her opposition to the idea, her voice was meek. She was smart enough to know that there wasn't another choice. Either they die, or we all die. At this point, it's not a question of morality, but simple math. Both Cameron and Matthews looked at him in despair. Jenkins wasn't even conscious and able to give input. They just nodded. All of them knowing exactly what had to be done.
Alright now.
Holloway! Garcia, you either stop that shit, or we eject you into space. You're gonna die if you don't stop, Cameron said over the speakers. But her message was ignored. It's time. Let's just get it over with. As the next in command, I'll pull the trigger, Matthews said. Everything had already been prepared. All that remained was to input the command that would override the system and kill the crew. May God forgive me for this. He mumbled to himself as he hit enter. The inner airlock sealed itself while the outer prepared to open. Within a minute, the doors opened and the two men were forcibly pulled into the vacuum of space.
What?
There are many misconceptions when it comes to death by the vacuum of space. Contrary to common belief. One does not immediately freeze, nor does your body explode from a sudden change of pressure. Truth be told, death in space is one of the least dignified ways
Alright then, look at this.
of leaving life.
Look at this,
The air would be
baby.
sucked out from your lungs.
Sometimes
with
my
great
episodes get
likelihood of
deleted,
rupture
or I got corrupted.
in the process as the saliva
Yeah.
on your tongue boils. Whatever's still left of your intestines would be equally removed. Within 15 seconds, you lose consciousness due to hypoxia. I took solace in that fact as I looked over at the footage. At least the poor astronauts weren't awake to experience their horrible deaths. crew stayed silent for a few minutes after the ejection. None of them were brave enough to break the silence until Matthews finally realized he was now in charge of the station. The GMCs are done. We need to try to get a message out before the void swallows us, he said with a defeated voice, albeit with a hint of purpose. They only had a few hours until impact, and who knew exactly how large the hole had grown during the past 24 hours. Cameron, how we doing? Matthews asked after a couple of hours' work. It's not looking good, but I think we might be able to get a simple message through, but you gotta be fast. We're gonna lose in less than an hour, he said back. Well, Connor, you're in charge now after all. So while Cameron and Riker went to check on Jenkins, Matthews went on to send the last living message ever received to the crew. Ground control. It's Matthews. After we listened to the message the second time, the black void had appeared outside of the window. The crew had gathered, hugging each other as they approached within 3 meters of it. This is it, Riker let out in a panicked whisper. God.
Pointless.
Every ray of light, artificial or not, vanished from the station. A minute of yells and jeers followed as the crew scrambled to turn the lights back on. Based on everything they said, the systems hadn't broken down. The light was simply being consumed by the heat. In many ways, the place acted like a black hole without affecting physical mass and was struggling. How are we still alive? Riker called out. I don't know. Why aren't the lights working? Is the station dead? Cameron asked. Beyond just the station, look outside. Matthews said in a horrified voice.
Okay, hello there.
Outside the window there was nothing but infinite darkness, void of any light.
Look at this, buddy. I can go back here.
Barely touching the surface
Hell
of the
yeah.
station. But where did
This
it come
monster.
from? The weird illumination created outline.
Yeah, it's the most safety reason
Allowing the crew to just
we're getting
about
shit.
move around without hitting the walls.
Okay, we can get a lot of skeletons. We just need to
Lights inside the
sleep
station
here,
came back to life,
and then-
as if the unseen force had just never moved. Once they secured the inside of the station, they all gathered at the windows and just fell into deafening silence. But I can't blame them. Because a world that existed
unless there's a lot of
outside
skeletons
that
like
in space,
spawning right now. There's a few skeletons spawning in here, spawning there, spawning
if I
there.
hadn't seen the
Yes.
footage myself,
I think this is enough. Actually, this is enough.
it never would have believed it.
Skeleton spawns here. I think this is enough. I'm gonna burn it all.
Our officers received a call from the team running a salvage operation.
Okay, where's my
They
bed?
could confirm that the wreckage
Damn it,
was
my bed is
belonged
gone.
to the GSSS. There were no traces of the astronauts anywhere in the mess.
Okay.
They had not returned.
No, fuck it, man. Let's sleep there, man. I don't know. I forgot my bed anyways.
Not knowing what to say, I just redirected my attention back to the
Okay,
still
okay,
night.
alright. Chill. Chill, bro.
Wherever the
Chill.
astronauts had ended up, none of us knew. And one thing
Right
was
now,
certain.
right now, right now,
The astronauts were no longer within our realm of reality. They were in a nightmare. Stay the fuck back! We gotta fix the comms. Come on. You have to talk to us. Why did
Okay,
you
I'm so scared right
sabotage
now.
the station? Did
I'm
you
gonna take
see
your bed.
something
I'm gonna take this bed right now, bro. Okay. Like, I forgot my own bed, bro. Like, damn. Okay. The black one, I died many times.
Hey there,
Yeah,
Captain.
bro.
It's me.
Do the black one. I died, man. I died, bro.
I appreciate it, as always.
Yeah, we got a farmer here. Yeah, we got beetroots.
And
Nice.
if
We
you
got
guys would like to see more,
5 emeralds.
hear more,
Nice
then I'd
indeed.
appreciate it if you
Over
click
here.
that subscribe button. Or if you're listening on the
Okay,
podcast,
I can sell you a
click that
bunch of
follow
stuff.
button.
Alright.
You guys like words, right? I
What is
speak
this?
words. You guys hear words. Also, did you
Shadowing.
know you can read words? They put a lot of words into things called books. And I have 2 of those on Amazon. Mr. Creepypasta's Creepypasta Collection. Volumes 1 and Volume 2 are available now on Amazon. You give them a search, or you can just scroll down to the description. And as always, I want to give a big thank you.
Alright, where is the potato farmer?
Patreon.com/MrPDPasta, especially
There's another potato farmer right here. Beetroot? In a beetroot? Bruh, you scammed me, bruh. Damn. Alright,
Ashwood, Lord of the Weeps, Miss Exandra,
okay, I got 5 diamonds, so yeah.
Suji Campbell, Marco Takes Dabs 420, Frickin', Ozarine Fox, Robert White,
God damn it, no.
Fried Chicken 12, James Bruce, Chris Lovin, Freddy Krueger, Ty Nanny, Justin Johnson, 1-800-Nightmare, Unknown Nobody, Michael Scarborough, Jason Wilson, Infernal One, James Lowe, Lisa Cottrell, Jimbo the Hutt, Caspian, Jordan Nels, Hades' Nephew, Tater Chip, Acid System, Prozac and Pancake Appreciation Society, Brian Arst, Cryptic Nightmares, Brennan Wright, Someone You Love, S-Man, Kiwi the Sloth, Liam Newman, Sky Harbor, Caleb Dougal, Nina Smith, Nico Kayo, Rafael Rodriguez, The Ginger Bros, Aaron Stormcrow, Talon Carlick, Daniel Paulson, Trace Miles, and Corey Kenshin. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, and if you guys would like to join them on the
We're not reproducing, guys. The hell? Alright, that'll be enough.
And give treats to Hylas and Hercules. You guys, as always, are the real MVPs. And I love and appreciate every single one of you who support there or just support anywhere by watching and subbing. So good night, everybody, and sweet dreams. Hey there, kids, it's me, Mr. PewDiePasta. I just want to say about one quick thing before we get started on tonight's story, and that's Origins of Delusion. It's a new book from N.M. Brown. Natalie Brown is the author of tonight's story and author of Origins of Delusion. It's a fantastic book. I actually have a copy of it myself, and I cannot push you guys enough to be able to pick up a copy on your
Whoa, I thought you were a villager. It's,
on
damn.
Amazon right now through the link in the description.
Damn, boy.
And now, on to tonight's story.
No villager here?
Hi, you've reached Aaron and Kate. We're not home right now, but leave a message and we'll get back to you. Thanks. Kate, this is your mother. You didn't call last night. You missed lunch with us today? I'm getting very worried. Please call us back, okay? I listened to the message and looked to my wife's face. Eyes glazed over, lips contorted, her fingers fall limply from their grasp of my arm. My hands continue to shake even after I let go of her neck. She drops to the floor. Rage still burns through my veins while my heart continues to break. You're probably wondering what happened, or why I feel myself in the situation that I'm in.
Let's test our damage, right?
I also
Let's test.
already think
Test some
I'm a terrible
damage.
person. Before you jump to any definite conclusions, let me tell you the whole story of how
Let's
I got
hunt
here.
some fucking shit.
Kate and I met in our
Now we're gonna hunt some
20s.
polar bears, bro. I don't care.
She says it was love at first sight.
I do have fish, bro.
She noticed me before I
Polar
noticed her.
bear. Alright,
We hung out after work one night, and that night turned into a relationship that lasted 8 years. She entered my bed and never left it. We seldom left each other's side. We lived together right away, always hung out together, and we even worked together.
Because we're gonna get
over the years.
man, we can hunt some polar bears. I don't care.
We had a wonderful
They did
life.
drop fish, bro.
We
They
had a
drop
wonderful
fish.
5
Damn.
years or so. Until we started to
Yeah,
have
what the
children.
fuck?
That's when her depression started. She would withdraw, go quiet. Her silence was like ice too cold for
I
me to
believe you
touch.
cannot enchant
I
some.
didn't understand why things
You cannot
couldn't still
enchant
be happy
the
with
thing.
just us. I know how badly she wanted to be a mother. We still had each other. We had a connection we dreamt about for most of our young lives that some people never find. We started out with just the two of us. We were happy. We could still be happy, just the two of us. After about 2 years, I made an appointment with a fertility clinic. We both needed to be checked to see what the holdup was. Well, they were able to find that her fallopian tubes were ravaged with cysts. They had to be removed. Right along with any hope.
Good thing my protection is good, bro. Oh yeah.
Having our
Let's
own
practice, boy.
biological
You're my
child.
practice buddy.
Honestly, as terrible as it sounds to say, I'm glad that we went. Not because of the results, but because they
I
were
want a
able to
cat,
find
bro. I
problem
want
Kate
I
had,
want a cat.
and they fixed it. I tried to be
This is...
The upcoming winter season.
Son of a bitch. Wait.
We got marriage counseling.
Wait. I
individual therapy.
I don't know how to do shit now.
I even spoke to a few adoption lawyers. Ask about the process. Give them options. It's not what she had planned.
Wait.
I always supported her in her dream. If she wanted a baby.
Well, no, bro. Oh, fuck, no, I'm not doing shit. Damn it. Damn it, boy. No, bro. I want an MLG water, bro.
She couldn't handle the idea of raising someone that she
They're chasing me, and... Okay. MLG water, look at this. Wait. There's an MLG water.
I'll only be a disappointment to them, Aaron. I don't feel that connection. They will sense it. That's not fair to them. He raised a child for the majority of his life.
Okay, I got one. I know how to MLG water, guys.
They want to know all
I don't want to MLG water. This is my mule.
no idea how many birth parents pop up wanting to know their kids. And wouldn't you know?
I think Beals has more storage.
To happen after they turn 18. She would say. No matter how I went about the situation, it always ended in tears and nights on the couch. Silence caused me. She started to come around after a couple of months. I came home and found her listening to music and swirling on the kitchen tiles in her socks. She had painted her fingernails metallic baby blue.
I'm out of villagers. I realize that, man. There's no villagers. Just one villager outside. I don't know.
If she was pampering herself, then she was happy. She was present.
Hello?
She was my king again.
Can you?
I smiled. I saw the woman I had married so many years ago. She even told me she joined a social media group about infertility. She loved
I got a cat. I want a cat, bro. I want a cat. So much. Yes! Okay, we got a cat, boys. We got a cat. Oh, we got another cat, bro. Come here. Come here, George. Please. Give me another one, please. Give me another one. Oh, thank God. We got cats. Holy shit. Let's go to the normal roar because we gotta jump off right now. We got cats, boys. We got two more. Shit, man. Damn. We got cats, boys. We got cats. Yeah. Like we gotta tame cats now, bro. Like what? Okay, we got cats. We got cats, right? I think one cat, one dog, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Hand over her phone when it was near me. Went off. She'd give me looks.
I got cats, bro.
His peeking neighbor during a test before he covers his papers so he can't copy. Babe, she said, looking at me with dancing eyes.
Okay, you're hunting shit.
Some of the women in the group are
Maybe that's so accurate. I like.
doing a spa.
I think we could do more cats, actually. Just freaking.
More people in contact with each other and for women to get pampered.
We don't eat bunny rabbit, bro.
It's not like we have to find anyone to watch our kids. She tried to joke with a pained smile. Does it sound like something you'd like to go to with me? I knew if I hesitated too long, it was going to be bad one way or another. I would have to.
There's a cobblestone here. Okay.
Weird, this new place.
Okay.
The chances that it would be in our city, hell, even our state, they were slim to none. Honestly.
Come here, cats. Come here.
It would be so unsettling and awful for me. Yes,
Cats, hello.
she's the only one I've ever
Hello.
loved in my life. However, infertility
Where's the other
is
cats?
something I had made peace with and accepted.
Bro, where's the other cats, bro? Oh, there it is.
We could bring a level of understanding to the table that was needed for this. Would you like me to, or do you need to be with your new women friends? I mean, I honestly wanted to go and support
Yes.
you if you need me. Though it would be super awkward if I was
This is kind of useful because they're gonna.
one of the only men there. I mean,
They're
men,
going
right?
to actually.
When I said that, she tried to stifle a giggle by biting her lower lip. She shook her head no, and then burst into giggles, apologizing in between breaths.
What's wrong with you?
Not really, no. They're just a couple, and those are mainly joint accounts. Aaron, you don't have to go. I will totally be okay and understand, but I think this will really help me. And besides,
Oh my god. No.
she'll come back or fresh go ahead. I
No.
will take your
I hate this hole, bro. Hey, fuck this hole, bro. I'm not. This hole sucks, man.
It
I'm
turned out it was
blocking
2
this
weeks
hole right
away.
now, right? This is bullshit,
The
man.
next state over.
Like, I was
Where
about
we
to
were
this one.
located, it would only take
This hole
her
is shit,
3.5
man.
hours by car.
Now I'm gonna
She would
block
have no
this hole, bro.
problem getting there and having
Screw
a
that hole,
weekend
bro.
and then driving back when she woke up on
Don't
Monday.
go here
Let's not
ever
surprise
again.
her by making
Jesus
a meal
Christ.
plan and rearranging the
I will
living room
kill
when she was
myself.
gone. I wanted to take care of all the little tasks that she nagged me about, but I never got to it while I had the time to myself. The time came
Swear to
for her to
Christ,
leave, and
man.
I sent her off with a
Like,
kiss
I'm
and
so
a
done with this
t-shirt.
bullshit, man. I'm so
You
done
ran
with
this
this
on your
bullshit,
Saturday,
man. Just
Friday.
don't
That's
go
what
here, bro.
Want to still be there to wipe the
Just don't
tears.
fucking go here
I
no
can't.
more, bro. Please.
Again,
For Christ's sake,
have a
man.
painful look on her
Please.
face, but
Alright?
she
I'm
shook it
so
off with a
annoyed with
smile.
this bullshit, man. I don't know.
Thank you for understanding. I'll miss you. I'll call you every day, she told me. I kissed her,
Dude, I hate this.
driving off into her
I
weekend
hate this
routine.
so much. No,
After picking up and
please.
cleaning the floors, I
No.
was almost ready to start
No.
rearranging our living room.
Alright?
I had been putting
No,
off
no,
the
no,
dust
no.
from the ceiling and fans for way too long. Neither of us really wanted to do it, but I was the taller one, so the task generally fell on me. She'd be so happy. She'd be so proud that I did that when she came home. A refreshed Kate came home to a refreshed me. She called at around 9 p.m. to let me know that she got there all right and she missed me already. We blew phone kisses after a knock at the door. Hey, that's my friend. I'll call you in the morning, okay? Love you, she said, before getting off the phone. I hope this would help her, and help us, and be what we once were. Around the middle of the next day, Saturday, she informed me that her phone was dying. I looked at the counter and saw both of our wall chargers lying
Man, I hate these motherfuckers. Come here, bro. There's more. Henry, don't do that.
Was turned off because A, someone could steal her phone, and B, it would kill the battery.
Henry.
I missed her and would do so,
Henry, bro, what are you
but
doing?
I really
Hey,
didn't
you're
want to drive
so
3
dumb,
hours
man. I
just to
hate
jump
this
in the
game.
car.
Can you please don't do that, bro? Like,
She didn't know cars. Can't depend on strangers.
Henry, bro, Henry, what are you doing?
Was only hours from home. She promised me that she'd be fine. She couldn't talk long, but she loved me and she missed me like crazy. The rest of the day, when I called, it would go straight to voicemail. I was thankful she was able to tell me when it happened, so I wouldn't worry when I suddenly couldn't reach her.
What's my
It was
thing?
thoughtful of her to let me know that I wouldn't lose my mind with intrusive
But
thoughts.
I'm not
she
killing you, alright?
had never met these people before. They could have been anyone. It was the conclusions my mind could have jumped to.
I thought it's a creeper, bro.
Sure that she packed the charge.
Okay, I blocked that off, bro. It's impossible, bro. It's
I
bullshit.
sent her a have fun. Our bed is cold without you text from work.
Right.
I wanted my message of love to be the first thing she saw when her phone had more battery. I couldn't wait to smell her hair again. Before long, it was Monday, the day she was supposed to come home. We chatted excitedly on the phone while she packed. Before long, I rushed off the phone to get one last thing for her arrival. When home, I missed her as much as I did. It was so much darker without her, the emptiness swallowing me. I'd be glad to have her in my arms, you know. So I bought
Alright,
some.
we got our horse. Okay, we need some food actually for the horse, bro. I don't know. Okay, it's gonna be a reload. It's gonna be a reload. I
She
don't know.
walked through the door. I gave her.
Alright, we got weed, right? We got weed.
She did look different.
We don't
I
have weed.
couldn't place it,
Fuck
but
this game.
It was different.
Oh my god.
It almost had the glow of her being centered, finally able to find some peace with herself. I was glad for that. We had both needed that. Seeing her so rejuvenated, it made me feel the same. We relished our time together. We were so wrapped up that she completely forgot to say anything about the house. But that's okay though. She's here now. That's all I ever wanted. The holidays came and they went with Kate seeming like a bow growing brighter every day. I was thankful that she was able to turn it into
The chickens are here, alright.
you know, for some childless couples.
Alright,
holiday season can
okay, next
slap in
episode.
face.
Never mind. The next episode, alright. The next episode, and see you next one. Peace.
Out of budget